Thank you for tuning in to this week's read. For this week's read, I'm using Tarot Grand Lux by Ciro Marchetti for the main tarot. The website I have on this one is usgamesinc.com. Feel free to freeze frame and check out that information if you're interested. The supportive oracle cards, magical spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. They're illustrated by Jesse Reish, and there's a website at the bottom, hayhouse.com. The dice that I use are from Amazon. Here's the stuff on the back. If it focuses. I use the D20 for the major arcana, which does omit 21, but I work with it. And then I use the D12 for the number of the minor arcana from 1 to knight. It omits queen and king, but I work with it. And I use the four-sided dice for the element, if you're wondering. All right. That's what I'm using. Hopefully that helps. And, if you want a reading from me, shoot me an email, james4astral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. And now on to your reading. Hello, Scorpio. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. These readings are valid for whenever you come to them. That being said, what do we have for Scorpio? Scorpio. Put that there. Okay, so you've been the backbone of this situation for a long time. I'm wondering if this is a situation that maybe you haven't really done a lot with currently, but you used to be more connected to. You haven't completely disconnected yet, but you might. Let's see. More about what the foundation of this is for Scorpio. Page of Pentacles and the Magician. So you've directed this very quietly. You've guided it very quietly. It's kind of like, it's almost like if somebody was going to have a picnic, like you've kind of given the example, you've kind of given information about what would be good or what's convenient for other people, what's more centrally located. You've kind of like got things together in the sense of like, here's some ideas of like we could do this, we could do that, some games that we could play, some food we could have, and you've kind of like moved things you've kind of guided it kind of quietly, kind of like, I don't think we should bring, a lasagna to a picnic, but, maybe we want to bring burgers or sandwiches. Maybe we don't want to cook, so we'll bring sandwiches and things that we just got to make sure they stay chilled until we get there, stuff like that. You've kind of guided it, but not direct. I feel like you've guided it, but like not made the direct decisions, but kind of helped guide it forward. That type of thing. You've put in the effort you needed to do. You've talked where you needed to talk. You've paid attention. You just kind of steered it in the right direction, kind of like saying, well, that park is a nice place, but, it doesn't really have, accessible. It doesn't have accessible means for everybody. So maybe this other park would have more accessible means for other people. Kind of that type of stuff. There's something coming forward here where I feel like you've been left out of the loop. Yeah, I think that's what it's been. Whatever this was, in the past you've helped direct it, you've helped guide it. Currently, I feel like you've been left out of the loop. Yeah, you got the Hierophant reversed and you got the Two of Pentacles reversed. You had no input on the situation. And at first it's kind of like, I guess that's fine, but ultimately I do feel like I feel like I'm offended a little bit. Offended, maybe your feelings are hurt, maybe I'm just kind of like, well, why wasn't I included? Why? I feel like I have that question, like why? Why was I left out of this situation? And people are moving things in a different direction. you really help keep a situation, whatever the situation was, you did keep it balanced. Kind of like, it's almost like I keep getting like, if we're going to do this picnic, like what type of foods are a good idea, what type of games are a good idea, but also kind of like this location isn't accessible for everybody. That's going to make it very challenging or going to block people out because they can't get there. There's that hill, and some of our people, they have other needs and they can't get up that hill. Like it's all dirt and stuff. You can't do that for everybody. And you've pointed that out, kind of like, I know you guys would like that, but that's not like some of us are not going to be able to participate because of where you're choosing, so we can't do that, or it's not a good idea to choose that. So you were left out. We're gonna roll it. Why was Scorpio left out? Let's just be fair. The truth. Because other people wanted the control, and they knew you were going to bring up stuff that was going to block them from getting what they wanted. So they kept you out of the loop so that you couldn't bring up information that would change the course of where they wanted to go. It's kind of like they don't care that certain people can't access this area. They don't care. They want what they want, and if those people can't go, it won't kill them to miss one event, which is really rude and really kind of mean. It's kind of mean-spirited, in my opinion. And you would have stepped forward and been like, that's not fair. Everybody should be able to participate. Everybody should be able to be there. They just didn't care. They just wanted to get around it, and by keeping you out of the loop, you weren't going to step forward and say, well, this won't work because of that, or that won't work because of this. They knew it wouldn't work. They just didn't want somebody pointing it out. They wanted to play as if they didn't know that, or like, oh, oops, oversight. Anyway, as it moves on, I do feel like the energy is like you're moving on from it, but it's you moved on, but you're not forgetting it. Like, it's past but not forgotten. You know what I mean? I maybe forgiven but not forgotten. I'm rolling my eyes because I'm like, I don't know about forgiven, but whatever. maybe. Hey, if you're that one that can do that, great for you. But I'm like, well, I don't know about forgiven, but forgotten. Well, not forgotten. It's definitely not forgotten. Forgiven, forgotten, no, definitely not. What is going on here? Four of Cups and the Emperor coming forward. The Emperor comes in twice. Emperor is not a bad card, but for you in this situation, if it's talking about somebody, they want what they want, they're more about getting what they want, and they're pushing it forward in the sense of like, this is what needs to happen, this is what I want. Now they're trying to pull you in. The Emperor in this reading is neither good nor bad, but they definitely have the ability to strategize for what they want. Neither good nor bad, but they might be kind of moving things to their advantage. I also feel like they're trying to play to your strengths. They're trying to get on your good side, and you see right through it. You do see right through it, but it's kind of like, even though you see right through it, you might have that feeling of like, I guess for now I should just play nice. I'm getting this as a bad idea to link up with the Emperor. Because especially if they're being sticky sweet, I'm getting don't do this. Something is not right. Something is off balance here. They want what they want, and I feel like they're maneuvering this to their advantage. I'm getting don't. It's not a good idea to connect with this person. Because I feel like the reason I would is kind of like, I just want to play nice so that it looks like I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I don't want to cause waves, so I'm just trying to play nice. And you're trying to balance it out, but they're saying this is not a good way to balance this out. Whatever they're trying to pull you into, they're saying a better way to handle this is kind of like, well, thank you, Emperor, for including me in this stuff. Thank you for wanting me to be a part of that. But I got my own stuff going on. Can't help you this time. That last thing went around and I realized you guys did well without me. You decided without me. So I didn't wait. I filled up my time. And since I've already filled up my time, I got other things I got to do. So I can't participate with you this time. I wish you the best and I hope it works out for you, but I can't assist you at this time. And I feel like I might bring it up a couple times. Well, you didn't need me last time, so I accepted that. And I found something else to take up my time. You didn't need me? Okay. I'm going this other direction. They're saying go that direction. because I feel like other people are going to notice, and it's not negative to say, well, you went forward without me before. I understand that you had to do what you had to do, but since you didn't need me, I'm not going to sit here and wait for you to call me. I'm not going to sit by the phone and wait for your call, which I feel. I'm not going to sit here and just wait for you to pick me. I'm not going to be that one that just says, "Oh, I guess I'll just keep myself available in case you want me." I'm not going to do that. You made a point with that, which was fine. You can do without me. So since you can, I have other things I need to do. I just went towards that. We're just trying to move it in a positive direction. Like, I didn't do it out of spite. I just did it like, well, you moved forward without me on that one. So I filled up my time and I made myself useful somewhere else. That's all. That's all. That causes an issue. Which, Three of Swords reversed, and then the Temperance card, half in, half out. By you doing that, whoever else the other person is, and typically I'm a big fan of the Emperor card, but whoever that might be in this situation, it's kind of going on more of the negative aspects of the Emperor, like them getting what they want, them thinking about themselves, them manipulating things to their advantage. So with every sign, there's an up and down. There's a good and bad. Other people having to deal with that are getting exactly what they deserve. Ironically, it says healing, but it's kind of like, all right, they don't want to let Scorpio know. They're going to play that game. All right, Emperor doesn't want Scorpio to know. We won't tell Scorpio. All right, Scorpio said, fine. Then I'll go on and do other things. And now when you need Scorpio, Scorpio's not there because you played this game. They're getting what they deserve. They're getting what they should. There's a lot of healing going on here. They're going to rethink this next time they make these decisions, is what I'm getting. I feel like there's a lot of healing going on here. If you're going to come back into this situation or not, I feel like you know that answer better than I do. Some of you will, some of you won't. It'll work out like it needs to. But other people need to learn a lesson. If they're going to play games, like it's you know how they say that. If you're going to play with fire, you will get burned sooner or later. The longer you play with it, the more chance you're going to get burned, and sooner or later you will. So I don't feel like this is spiteful. I don't think this is really negative on your part. I feel like this is like, all right, you said you didn't need me. I went on and did something else. And now that I'm not there, now y'all can pick up your own mess. And y'all can do with it the way you want to. You thought it was cool beans to not include me on that? Fine, don't include me from here on out. I'll go do other things. And now you can just kind of pick up your own mess. And that's fair. I don't know. It feels like I'm saying it a little spiteful, with a little bit spiteful twinge, but it's not, though. It's kind of like, all right, they want to pick and choose when they need you. You're the one in control of your life and your story. You're not going to sit around. If you don't sit around and wait for that to happen, you make your own path, then they can deal with the outcome. They can deal with the fallout of their own actions. And that's what I get for that. All right. I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email. jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.